Today's recipe is a very special Hyderabadi sweet dish known as Ando ki Piyosi. Anda or Anday means eggs, and Piyosi when I was doing some research online because I wanted to know the meaning of this word as a Hyderabadi, and as well as I've asked other Hyderabadis around, we didn't know what it means actually. So when researching the word, it came up as an Uzbek word meaning pie. So for this recipe, I will be using 10 eggs. Here I've got 3 cups of sugar, also you can say 500 grams of sugar. Here I have homemade Khoya, also known as Mawa. This is 200 grams. For the recipe of Khoya or this Mawa, I will leave a link in the description box below. Here I will be using half cup of badam, also known as almonds. These are peeled and I will boil them and make a paste of it. Here I have half teaspoon of freshly ground cardamom powder, which is around 7 cardamoms. Here I've got say quarter teaspoon of crushed Zaffran, also known as saffron, which I will be using in this recipe. I will also be using around 2 tablespoons of ghee. This ghee I will melt and I will be baking this dish. So I will be placing the ghee in this, and also I am preheating my oven right now to 350 degrees Fahrenheit to bake this dish. So let's start making this dish. You can hear my oven has just been preheated. So now let's start making this. Now let's start boiling the badams, which is also known as almonds. So I've just taken 2 cups of water and I will be adding my chopped almonds. Now if you have whole almonds or badams with skin on, then you will need to soak that overnight and remove the skin. But here I've just got these sliced almonds, which I will be using in this recipe because it's easy for me. So now I'll just wait till this water comes to a boil and it starts boiling the badam, and then I'll remove it and separate the badams or sliced almonds from this water and then make a paste of it. It's been exactly 10 minutes since these badams have been boiling. Now I'll turn my stove off and I will remove the water from this badam. I'm not looking at boiling the badam to make it very soft, but just a little soft, but not very soft. So if you see, the badams are still, the almonds are still hard and it's very hot. I'll just show you. And it's just a little soft. You can see. Easy to break. Because we're going to make a paste of this, we don't have to worry about boiling it too much, but I just boiled it for 10 minutes on medium flame, and now I'll remove the water from it and make a paste. I've just removed the water from this badam, and there's another reason why I boil it actually, so that I remove any kind of impurities that could be in these almonds. And I'll just add it to my mini food processor and I will make a paste of it. And we need to make it a nice paste. So you can see it's still coarse, so it's like a little powdery, but I want to make it into a nice paste. Just add 5 tablespoons of water and approximately 4 tablespoons of milk, and then we'll blend this mixture. Now let's check on the badam. You can see it looks well blended. This is the badam paste which I will be using in this recipe. After making this badam paste, I will be cracking my eggs now, and I will be using a strainer to crack my eggs. This will give a smooth consistency to my eggs in my baking. So let's start doing that. Now what I like doing is, you can see I always, in every recipe of mine that I use for baking with eggs, I always remove this part of the egg because I don't like this part of the egg. This is what gives the smell of egg in a recipe. So always try your best to remove it. Now if it doesn't, if you can't remove it easily, then when you're straining with the strainer, it's easier to do it at the end as well. So I will continue removing that portion of the egg and just whisk it and strain the egg through the sieve. This will give, when you strain the egg through the sieve, it makes the egg smooth in the recipe. Now I have sieved all the egg through the sieve. Now you see all these last remaining bits of the egg. I will not put it. You can see the white little membrane or whatever you call it is here, and this is what I don't want to add to the egg, because that's what gives the egg flavor or eggy smell to any baked recipe. So I always do this to avoid that. Now at this point of time, I'll just keep my sieve away because the work is done. Now I will add in the cardamom powder as well as the saffron powder. I've used around 10 strands of saffron. I'll whisk these eggs with the cardamom and saffron. Now the eggs are well whisked. What I will be doing is I will be adding sugar in portions of 3 and blend it well with the eggs. Continuously whisk. Now I will start adding the almond paste, also known as badam paste, which I prepared. So let's do that and let's blend it well. I will also add in my Mawa, also known as Khoya, and blend it well as well. A good stir and see everything is well blended. Even the Khoya is blended well with the badams, sugar and eggs. And obviously there will be some pieces of Khoya in this mixture, which is alright, not to worry. And everything is well blended. Now what I'll do is I will pour this mixture into my baking pan and I will bake it for around, it is anywhere from 35 minutes to 45 minutes depending on when this is ready. To my baking dish, I will add some ghee and just spread it around so that once this Andey ki Piyosi or Ando ki Piyosi is ready, then it's easy for us to remove it from this pan. So I'm just putting a very generous amount of ghee, and it should be melted ghee. Just make sure that it's well greased. I will be pouring the prepared egg mixture. You can see this is the Khoya part of it. You can see the pieces still of the Khoya left, which is all right, no problem. I'll place this in my oven and bake it. I've just removed this Ando ki Piyosi from the oven. It cooked at 350 Fahrenheit for exactly 45 minutes. If I put a knife through, you can see it's coming out clean. What I want to do at this point of time, I want this to completely cool. Probably I'll just let it sit like this for at least 25 minutes or 30 minutes. And once it's cooled down, then I'll cut into it to serve. Now, if you want, you can also top this Ando ki Piyosi with fried almonds. Ando ki Piyosi is ready to serve. Please comment, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Please click on the bell icon for notification of my latest videos. And thank you for watching. Enjoy!